Okay guys, welcome to lesson 2. Yesterday I talked about NIR, the neurological impulse response, and the way everybody just reacts when they're attacked. Okay, what we're talking about here guys is your nervous system. This is just what happens to everybody. Once we're like this, we can start to adjust our shell. That is just a temporary spot. When I say temporary, I'm saying literally 1 or 2 seconds you're going to be here. Alright? Because once you're there, your brain is going to make a decision, and it's called the fight or flight syndrome. Meaning, it's going to make a decision that it's either going to stay here and try to get away and escape, which is a very primal thing to do. All animals do that when they feel caged, when they feel like they can't survive. They'll try to fly. They'll try to escape. They'll try to screw out of there, right? Or you might realize that you might have to fight, all right? So escaping, the flight, is the easy part. When you're like this, you're just pushing away, trying to make distance to escape. If you want to stay in there and fight, now we have to go to more of an intelligent way of getting here. So right now, I'm going to teach you guys, basically, once you're in this position and you feel the heat on you, how to smother that, all right? Because one other thing that happens is, before you decide to throw punches and everything, most of the time, you're trying to stop the punches or kicks or whatever from attacking you. So we're going to cover your basic clinch right now. When you're just like this, here, there's no pain on me. I'm hitting soft targets. As soon as you start to do the rising elbow, now it's pain on me. Put your hand up. Just defend. Now, oh, jeez. Now you can get in. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
The thing is that we want to get the timing right, so that when you're doing this and doing this, put your hands up. When we're doing this, you're waiting for that one moment when you see this coming, and then you're going to shuffle in and grab it. So I'm going to go very slow, like we did, so that you can find your timing. Okay? So you'll see that I'm doing basically the same thing. That was your opportunity. That was your opportunity. You're trying to see if there's just a little bit of that lull in the action. Right there, bam. Okay? And even though we're going slow, you can see it's not quite as easy as you might think. That's your opportunity. Yeah. You see what I mean? It's you're being trained here now in that shell for that small amount of seconds, that 1 or 2 seconds. And you're rising that elbow up, okay? You're forward, you're going with the punches, going this way, going that way. You don't want to stay right here, a sitting duck. Your head's going to be moving. Your head can go side to side. It can go up and down. Remember, sometimes I could just miss, and that could be your opportunity to come in, to clinch. We're not talking about striking now. We're just talking about primitive caveman dwelling here, okay? Caveman fighting. You're just grabbing me, trying to survive. Remember, roll with the punches. You want to roll with the punches. That way, this way. Good. Okay, hi. What's happening is, do the rising elbow with your right side, okay? When this rises up, like combing your hair, let's say you're combing your hair, right, with that hand. This is on your forehead, like this. But when you rise this elbow up, keep it perfectly straight. In my center line, okay? In my center line. Don't let it deviate like this. What happens is, you start getting faked out. Okay, put your hands in standard positions, hands on forehead, hands in forehead. So when you see this coming, you raise that elbow, put your other hand on your head. Good position. So when one hand comes up, the other hand's down, okay? Okay, so when that happens, this is out. I have an easy hold for you to get here. Okay? Go back in regular position, standard position, hand on forehead. Good. So when you see this coming and you raise that up, and I see that opening, I shoot this straight down. You're not fast enough to keep closing. You're just not. Your attention span, your NIR your nervous system is watching this. And every time you do this, this elbow tips out like that. And even though you have this protected, there's this little hole, let your elbow go out, right there that I get you on. Okay? And I do the same thing, and all I'm doing is setting you up. So put your hands up. So just keep your hands basically down like you were doing, you know, move around, stay alive. When you see this happening, as soon as you feel this, you raise that and I pop in with that. And then what happens is, do it again, hands up. I'll start to play here, and you'll raise this one, and I shoot this one down the middle of the pike. So when you raise your arm up, you have to make sure your elbow is in center line. Because me, as a fighter, my instinct, okay, my instinct when I see your squash is to go right smack dab in the middle of that, and to go center mass on your head. So when I'm sort of trying to zero in on what you're doing, my senses are telling me to hit you square in the face. Bam! If this elbow, when it rises up in your center line, I'm going to be hitting those elbows. Opposed to when I go like this and that elbow tips out, I have that hole. You see what I'm saying? To compound that, when your hands are up, I start working the high line and the midline on you. Okay? So you start to feel this going on, which gives the tendency for this protecting hand to start to drop. See? Your nervous system is telling you to do that. When that happens, I come on top. So I'm coming in from both sides. I'm coming in directly straight, and I'm coming in on the bottom line. So you need to develop your shell so that you can defend against all those lines of attack. Once in a while, you rise up that elbow just to catch it. Boom! Good. Rise it up again. Bam! Good. You want that right on that knuckle. Nice. Good. I give you that hook. Yeah. Good. I give you that hook. Boom. Good. Okay, time. Now, you don't always have to wait till there's a lull, till I stop. Because there might be a good chance that I'm in good shape and I'm not going to stop. I might just keep firing stuff. All right? So one thing you can realize, put your hands up, is when you do this rising elbow right here, that's a nice time to slide in. There you go. You see what I mean? Okay, so your hands are up, you feel this coming in, boom, there's your opportunity to slide in. And it's the nervous system that's telling you, because put your hands up, rise up that elbow, as soon as you feel this, bam, you're going. So it's your senses that are telling you, not your intellectual mind. Okay, so your hands are up. When you feel that type of thing coming on, you enter. All right, make sure when this is up, put your hand up, and you enter here, you're entering straight in and you're crashing. No, don't drop it yet. Crash right into my body. Bam! Now start to work for it. Okay? You don't want to get caught coming in. Okay? Feel that? And then take it. Boom, there you go. Okay, one more time. That's why you keep your hand up. Sometimes you're making me miss. You're just making me miss. That's all, making me miss. You feel this on your own? Bam, there you go. That's it. That's the timing. So, there's 3 times you can come in. Before, during, or after I attack you. So, when your hands are up, right before I go to attack, you can crash. Boom. Right. As I go to give you a shot, and you cover with that hand, you can attack. You can come in, crash. Good, that's during. And then if you feel me throw a couple of shots and wait a second, like that, that's your time. You can come in. So as far as 3 timings, we have the beginning, the middle, and the end. Before, during, and after, I'm trying to hit you. That's how you can get in. That's how you develop your timing. Okay? All right. Okay.